concept that we have discussed in the last session?
Sets.
Okay.
Sets.
Testa.
Sets.
Sets. Oh, okay. Sets.
Sets.
So I think we have also started this strings also, right? Okay, I think not for you. Okay, that is different. Okay. So we are done with the sets, right? So anybody has any questions? How to add, how to remove the data, how to get a sets? Okay, sets unions. So all those things is fine, right? Nobody has no questions, right? Okay. So now the next concept that we're going to discuss is, now we have discussed about numbers. We have discussed about strings, we have discussed about list, we have discussed about tuple, we have discussed about dictionary, and we have discussed about set. So what are all this?
Data types.
Correct. So all these are data types. Now, while discussing about the list, we have discussed few operations like append, pop, remove, etc. While discussing about tuple, we have discussed few operations like index, and count, etc. While discussing about dictionary also, we have discussed few operations. So every data type has some operations to do something. In the same way, for strings also we have some operations. Okay, you got the point? Now, as you have some operations in list, as you have some operations in tuple, as you have some operations in dictionary and set, in the same way, we also have some operations in case of strings also. Now, before discussing about the strings operation, I just wanted to know what are strings. Let's say I'm getting like this. So what are strings? If someone asks you to tell me about a string, what you can explain about a string?
Multiple alphabets.
So string means multiple alphabets. Okay. What else you will explain them? So at the time of explaining strings, how would I have explained you to you? What are points I have mentioned you in case of strings? Did I mention you that string is a multiple alphabets? That's it? Anything else? Hello? So what type of string is? It's a mutable or immutable?
Immutable.
So what do you mean by immutable?
Change is not possible.
String is a immutable type of data. That means once you define a string, you cannot do any changes on that. So what are strings? Strings is one of the data type in Python, and string is a immutable type of data. So if you create a string, that means you cannot do any changes on that. That is what a immutable means, right? So now, as we discussed, in case of list, tuple, dictionaries, and sets, however, you have a different operations. In the same way, in strings also we have some other operations. For example, so let us take an s equals to python Python space program program. So this is a string. Now if I do s of -5, what string is a mutable or immutable?
Immutable.
Sorry?
Immutable.
Immutable. So what do you mean by immutable?
Immutable.
Unchangeable.
Unchangeable. So that means now it is changed or unchanged?
Change.
Sorry, change it.
Then The important point you have to remember in case of, if whatever the string you have, if you want to convert into uppercase, then it will look like this. It is just showing you, but it will not change the data inside S. S will be always remain same. This is just a dummy. It is just showing you. It is just giving you. That means if you want to understand this in a technical form, upper is an function. You're asking this function to do this job. The function has done the job and is giving you the response. It is showing you that, yes, my job is done. I have changed the string to uppercase. Now this will look like this. It is just written, it is showing you. It is just giving you the response. The function is returning the data. So you might be not able to understand at this particular moment what is this function, what is returning, because we have not yet discussed on those particular stuff. So we have a dedicated concept called a functions. So what is the functions, why functions, how the functions. So there you will get to know the meaning of actual what is returning, what is the function, what it is doing. So as of now, in this particular point, what you can do is just try to understand that on this yes, you're trying to use this operation. This operation will just show you after converting how it will happen, but it will not disturb the data. Yes will be as it is. It is just showing this data after converting uppercase. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In the same way, now see, s dot upper, right? S dot upper. What this is doing, this is just showing you. This is just giving you a response that, hey, if you do upper, it will be like this. It is just giving you the answer. It is just showing you. Now, if you want to store this answer into some other variable, what we can do? X equal to s dot upper. That means right side data equal to left side. That means what is right side? Right side, there is no direct answer. Something is going on. What is going on? S dot upper. I want to convert into uppercase. Then whatever it is giving the answer, that answer I'm trying to store into a variable called X. Now X will be having uppercase. If you want to store, you can store like this. Whatever the answer it is giving, right? If you want to store that answer into a box, you can store like this. Okay? Clear to everyone? Any questions yet till this point?
Yes, sir. No,
Okay.
no.
So now if you see here, we have S and we have X. So this is also one string. This is also one string. Now we have discussed about upper. Upper means what? Converting from lowercase to uppercase. Now in the same way, we have one more operation that is lower. X dot lower. Lower. Similar to upper, the another operation is lower. Vice versa. Now this has converted the string from lowercase to uppercase. Now this will convert from uppercase to lowercase. Now see, earlier inside X, all the characters are in capital letters, but now it's converted into lower letter. Okay? Here? Now X will be as it is, S will be as it is. They will not disturb the data inside S, but they will just show you if you apply a lower operation on this X, then it will be like this. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, these are the two operations. So, similar to these operations, we have few more operations also. Now, S is this one, right? Now, there are few operations. That operations starts with like a questioning. That operations like starts with a questioning, like S dot is upper. So, this is an operation, another operation. So we have discussed about upper. What does this uppercase will do? What does this upper function do? It will convert the data into uppercase. But now what is this is upper? Is upper means you are checking. You are asking this function. What you are checking? Whenever you are using this operation on any string. Now S is one string. Now if you are using S dot upper, that means what? On the string yes, I am trying to use this operation. Then what this operation will do? This operation will, what it will do is, it will go to the string and it will check each and every character. Each and every character from starting to ending. It will check every character And if every character from starting to ending, if all are in uppercase, then it will tell you that yes, true. Everything is in uppercase. If anything is in lowercase, then it will tell you that false. That means the answers of this particular functions will be true or false. Now we have is upper, is lower, is digit, is alpha. So that means there are some functions whose name there are some operations inside a string whose name, the operation name starts from is upper. The next will be is lower. The next will be is digit. There are few other, we will discuss them. So the point is that the answers from this particular functions, operations will be either true or false. Now this function will give us as a false. Why? Because whatever we are asking here, there is a string, yes, apply an is upper operation on this string. Then what this operation will do is it will go to the string, it will check each and every character on this particular string, and it will check whether every character is a uppercase letter or not. If everything is uppercase, everything, I'm repeating it, everything, not one letter, every letter, like P should be upper, Y should be upper, T should be upper, H should be upper, O should be upper, every character should be uppercase. Then only it will tell you that yes, you are true, every character is uppercase. Now it is giving as false because it is not. Now you can apply on X. X dot is upper. Now if you see here inside X, every character is in uppercase. Now if you do is upper, you will get true. Now in the same way, if you see S dot is lower. You're saying that every character is lowercase. Enter. Yes, you're true. You're asking this operation to check whether it is in every lower. You understand this lower and upper, right? So upper means you are checking. How you're checking with the help of this is operation. See, the only single thing to understand here, nothing is complex. You have one string. Now you need to confirm whether this is lowercase or not. You have one string. You need to confirm whether this is uppercase or not. So how you will confirm? With the help of some operations. So is upper is an operation which will confirm you whether the given string is uppercase or not. Is lower is an operation which will confirm you whether it is a lowercase or not. That's it. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Anybody has any questions here?
No, sir, it's clear.
Okay. Now we have one more function called s.isDigit, D-I-G-I-T. What is upper is doing? What this operation will do? Tell me. What is upper operation will do?
It checks whether the uppercase or
correct.
or the string.
This operation will check whether the given string is uppercase or not. So checking means every character, whatever the string you have given from starting to ending, everything should be uppercase. Then only it will give you true. This also check whether it is a lowercase or not. Everything is lower, then only it will give us true. Now in the same way, is digit. That means whatever the string that you have given from starting to ending, if everything is in number format, then only it will give you true. Now see, now inside this yes, do you have any number format here from starting to ending? Numbers? No, right? Now it will give false. You take one more string like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now see, this is a string. But inside this string, from starting to ending, everything you have in number format. Now you check d dot is digit. You will get true. So, however lower works, however upper works, this also you are checking whether this is a digit format or not. A string with digit. Okay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Any questions? Anybody? Guys, if you are feeling that the class is going a bit faster, if you are not able to understand, please feel free to stop me at any particular point. Okay. This is how a digit will work. Now, similar to this, we have some other also. That is alpha. That is s dot t. Nothing here, nothing to remember, nothing is difficult. You are checking whether uppercase or lowercase. You are checking whether it is uppercase or lowercase. Converting from lower to upper to lower. You are checking whether it is a digit format or not. That's it. You are not doing anything. Just you are using operation. Just you need to remember the name of the operation. That's it. Is upper, is lower, is digit. That's it. In the same way, there is one more function called is alpha, alpha. Now, what this operation will do is, it will check whatever the string that you have given from starting to ending. What it will do is, it will check whether from starting to ending, every character is a alphabet or not. If everything is alphabet, then only it will give you true. Got the point? Is alpha operation, what it will do is, whatever the string that you have given, s dot is alpha. So on this yes, you are asking to check is alpha. What this operation will do is, it will go and check for every character. And it will check whether that is an alphabet or not. Now you know alphabet, right? What are alphabets? In English, what are alphabets? Hello?
ABCD, sir.
Correct. So it will check every character is an alphabet or not. If all the characters are alphabet, then you will get true. If not, then you will get false. Now tell me, if I use s dot is alpha operation, what will be the output?
True, sir.
True. What about others? What you are thinking?
True, sir.
Okay. Now see the answer, you will get shocked. You are getting false. Why?
Sir, because Python program is in lowercase.
It doesn't matter about lowercase or uppercase. That's what I inform you, right? If it is alphabet or not, that it will check. It will check whether it is alphabet or not. That's it.
Sir, I guess because there is a space near Python program. Not 2 seconds. So there is a space between Python and program, sir.
Correct. So what I have mentioned you, every character should be alphabet. Now P is alphabet, Y is alphabet, T is alphabet, H is alphabet, O is alphabet. But space, this is not an alphabet character, right? So is alpha means from starting to ending, everything should be alphabet. Then only you will get true. Now you take one more string. What? Take A equals to like this. Now A dot is alpha. True, because everything is alphabet letters. Okay? Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so similar to this, you have few more operations. You can check like this, dir of string. So there are few more operations like see is alpha. This is like is alpha. So we have digit is digit. So is lower, is numeric, is printable. So all these are there. Is space. So you are checking whether it is a space or not. Okay. So similar to that, you can try the rest other also. Same thing. Now is alpha means what? If all are alphabets, then only it will give you true. If all are a digit format, it will get to true. So now is, see this one, all num. All num means what? It's a combination of al means alphabet, num means numbers. So if you have a string with alphabets and numbers like this, this is the meaning of this one. Any string which is having some alphabets and some numbers, then this operation will give you true. Okay, so like that you can check the rest also. The methods which are starting with is kind of an operations. Okay, so if that is done, so you can check if you want to know this also, right? These are not that much useful, but still, if you want, I can explain you. See, let's say you have a string called yes. So this one, okay. S equals to, you have some Python, 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 program. This is one string. Now what you're trying to do is s dot capitalize. So what this operation will do is starting letter of the string. If you see, string started here, ended here. Whatever the starting character, it can be anything. Only the starting character, if you want to capital and rest everything should be small, then this method will do that. See, only P capital, rest everything will be small. But the S will be as it is. It will not disturb. Remember everything. It can be anything, whatever the operations you are using. In case of string, it will just show you the answers, but not change the data. Okay? Clear? Similar to this, we have a title operation, s.title, title. What this will do is, now see here, Python is one word. Again, program is one word. So in each word, first character should be capital. That means here P should be capital. In this, again, P should be capital. It can be any number of words, any number of big string. The first character in each word, I'm talking about word, I'm not talking about the character. Each word, the first character. Each word, first character. So in each word, the first character will be capital with the help of title. See, P in Python, P in program got capital, and rest everything is small. Okay. Clear? So like this, you have a few other operations. Okay. So let's say S. In this S, I want to count how many times P got repeated. S.count count P. I want to count the P. So 2 times. S.count count of P. I want to count how many times. You get it? Okay. Now S.index index. I want to find the index number of n. Which index number? You'll get 5. So these are similar. How we have in list, right? Count, index, all those. Okay. Any questions now? Now let's say I am taking one string. This is one string. Hi. Okay. Hi bro, how are you doing? I hope you are doing good. Just one, I am taking this string. I have created one string like this. Started here, ended here. Okay. I am started here, ended here. Now, there is one operation in Python regarding strings that is the most powerful and most frequently used in regular way in real times, and that operation will be solving you the problems in a simple way. The complex problems, the biggest problems also can be solved in a simple way. Okay, so the operation is nothing but split. S.split, split. What is the meaning of split?
No, sir.
Dividing.
You don't know the meaning of split in English?
Dividing into 2 parts.
Sorry?
Dividing, sir.
Correct. Split means
Dividing
what?
into 2 parts.
Correct. I want to split it. I want to divide it. So now I am asking this string to divide. Split is an operation. This operation will divide the string. Now how you want to divide, you have to mention. In the brackets, you have to mention. I want to divide the string based upon A. That means wherever there are A, there I want to break it. From here to here till A. Break. This is one piece. Again from A to next A. Here. This is another piece. From here to here, another piece. So I want to make into pieces. So how you want to make into pieces? Based upon some point, you can mention however you want. If you want to divide the string by I, so from H to I means this one. So only this will be one part. Again from I to next part is this I, O. From N to here. Again from here to here. So you're trying to break the string. In the same way, if I'm giving the string like a space, I want to divide the string using spaces. Spaces means what? From here to here till space. Next from B to O. Again from H to E. A to R. Y to O. So it will give you all these pieces. So now you will get lot of pieces, right? If you are trying to divide the string based upon the spaces you are using for that split operation. So split is one of these strings operation. What this will do is, whatever the point you have mentioned to this split, based upon that point, it will divide the string into pieces. Now this will be one piece, this will be another piece, this will be another piece. Wherever it's a space till there, another piece, another piece, another piece, another piece. So all these pieces. So you will get the answer as a list of pieces. The first piece, comma, next another piece, bro, comma, next another piece. So the answer will be in this particular format. List of pieces. Okay. You are dividing the string into pieces. How you are dividing? I want to divide the string based on spaces. You can give, I want to divide the string based on something, like I want to divide the string based on I. See, here to I have to break this one. Next space to next I is here, O till here. Next from N to this one, I. Next from here to everything. So splitting is dividing. Anybody has any questions? What you have to remember is, if you use a split function, it will divide the string into pieces and it will give you the answer as a list of the pieces, because you will get a lot of pieces, right? So it will take them into a list. That is what you have to remember. The response this function will giving be as a list. Anybody has any questions, or is it clear to you?
Clear.
Okay. Now if you want to see all these operations, what they will give you the response, it will be like this, but nothing will happen to the S. S will be as it is. As discussed again, if you want to store the response, whatever this split operation is giving, if you want to store that, you can store into a variable. For example, like this, C equal to S.split split. Now what I'm doing here, I'm trying to divide the string, and after dividing, whatever the response I'm getting, that response I'm storing into a variable C. Clear? Divide this one and store into a variable C. Now if you see here, while dividing, I have not mentioned anything. How to divide, based on what thing you have to divide. If you are not mentioning how you want to divide, then what will happen is, this split, right, it will by default, it will do like this. It will divide the string based upon the spaces. That is a default procedure. Even if you are not mentioning anything, it will do dividing the string based upon the spaces, because that is a default procedure of a split. It takes the default. If you see C, list of the words. So this is how a split function will work. Split means dividing the string. Okay. If no questions, then we'll go to the next operation. Let me know anybody has any questions till now. Prasanna Kumar, Sumalata, Shirisha, Dikshita.
No, sir. No, sir.
No questions? Okay.
No, sir.
That sounds good.
Clear.
Okay. So now the next operation is join. Join is the next operation. So what is the meaning of split? Divide. Now what is the meaning of join?
Join the numbers.
Correct. Joining means combining. You are forming, you are building, you are joining, right? So what we have to do is, you see, just a vice versa. Try to understand a simple way. You have a string, you want to break into pieces, you will use a split. Now, for example, you have a string. You have a list here. What is this list? We have a different strings. This is one string, one piece, another piece, another piece, another piece, another piece. All different pieces are there. So it's not about pieces. All different strings are there, like this. If you have a list of 1, 2, 3, 3. Now, what is 1? 1 data. What is 2? another data. In the same way, hi is one data, bro is one data, this is one data, this is one data, another data, etc., etc. So now if you want to form one string by taking all these different strings, you have a different strings. Now if you want to build a string again like this, if you want to build a string again in this particular format, we can use a join. I want to join every string. So for that, .join, we have to mention a string here. I will explain you. So see, if I mention here as a hash symbol, now what will happen is I'm using a join and I'm using a C here. Listen carefully. String.join. Now what is this split? Split is one operation. Where you're applying a split operation? On the S. What is S? S is a string. In the same way, join is also, you have to apply join on any string. Any string you can apply. Now what I have taken one string, this one. I have taken one string. That string is nothing but hash. So you can take anything. You can take anything. Hash is just a string. So string dot join. I want to join. What you want to join? C. That means C is nothing but I have a list of pieces. Take this piece and join with this guy. I can take this another piece, join with this guy. So take this another piece, join with this guy. So hi, hash, bro, hash, how, hash, r, hash, u, hash. It will give like this. You want to join. Not only hash, you can take any other thing. See, how you want to split, we are mentioning. But how it is dividing, it will take care of what split. With whom you want to join. I want to take a C because there are a group of strings. I want to join them. So you use a join operation. You will tell to whom you have to take it. But how to join, where to stop, where to end, everything it will take care of this. Just we are using it. That's it. We are not doing anything. Now in the same way, not only this hash, you can give anything. You can give like this. You can give some @ also. @. Now what will happen? Hi @ this one. Now you can give not only the symbols, you can just give a space. Space means what? Hi, space, bro, space, how, space, you will get like this. So you're trying to join this with them. So you'll get like this. Hi, space, bro, space, like this. If you're not mentioning anything also fine. You can mention empty like this. Empty. That means what we're trying to do, take hi. Nothing to join. So hi, nothing, then bro. So hi, bro, everything will be joined because it is empty. Like this. So this is how a join operation will work. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let's say example x equal to I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This list. Now I want to join. I want to use dollar symbol and I want to .join, join X. Now tell me what will be the answer. Or let's say I want to confuse you. I want to make plus. Now tell me what will happen.
1 plus 2 plus 2 plus.
Okay. Tell me guys, did you understand the concept of join? Do you know how the join will work? What will happen? Now tell me what will happen if you really understand that. Don't try to run the programs in your system and tell me the answers. Don't do that.
So it adds everything.
Sorry?
It adds the digits, numerics.
It will add the?
Numerics.
Add means what? 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3, 9, 9 plus, like that.
So I guess like it.
Huh?
I guess like this.
Okay. Bro, could you please bit louder? I'm not able to understand whether you're giving yes or no.
Sir, I guess it will add the numeric. Sir.
It will add the numeric. So join means adding or what?
No, sir.
Then why it is adding then here? This is an addition program. You are
No.
using adding like 1 plus 2. You are asking to do addition.
No, sir.
Then sorry.
X variable is a listener, sir.
Yeah. So here also C is also list, right? When you do a join operation, this is also list, right?
Yes, sir.
So now you are talking about C means you are running the program in your system.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's what I told you, right? Don't try to run. What will happen if you run? You will get the correct answer. Do you know how it is working? No. Then what is the use of giving an answer? It does. What happens here? So the thing is that join operation. See, you have lot of numbers, lot of data. You want to join everything. You have passed X. So you have informed that join. I have some data. Take them one by one and join with this. That is fine. But you can pass a not only list. You can pass a string also. You can pass a tuple also. You can pass a dictionary. You can pass a set. That means we call them as a sequence. So the list, tuple, dictionary, remember this point, set and a string, we can call them as a sequence. That means in this particular type of data, we can store more than one item. If you see A equals to some 10, it's just a number, right? If you take A equals to some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 something. Now, this is also one single number. But if you take a list, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is not a single number. There are 4 datas. 1 is one data, 2 is another data, 3 is another data. But like this, you cannot store in case of numbers, right? Numbers can be only single, unique. But list, you can have multiple numbers. In the same way, strings, you can have a single string, but inside this string, there are a lot of characters. That's why we have indexing. Got it, right? So, this list, tuple, dictionary, set, strings. Here, we can store more than one item. Wherever you can store more than one item, such kind of a things we call it as a sequence. Okay. So you can pass any sequences. You can pass a string, you can pass a list, you can pass a tuple. But the point is that inside the string, inside the list, or you can take a tuple also, inside the tuple, whatever the data that you are taking, everything should be string format. This number should be string. 1, 2 also be string. This also be string. String. Why? Because you are trying to join. See, when you're tying a rope, right? When you take one rope and the same type of a rope you are tying, then it will form a big rope. Now you are taking the string rope, one kind of a data. This is a number. How you can join them? It is a cross. So you have taken a string. That means to whomever you are trying to join, that is also should be a string. That is what it is shaking. That is what the error is giving. Sequence. That means this list is called as a sequence because there are a lot of items. Sequence of data. Among them, item 0. That means the first one. It is trying to join them. It is taking the first 0 item. Now it is trying to join. Now what it is saying? Expected string. That means the first item, whatever it is taking, it is expecting that a string, but found an integer. It found integer, but it is trying to get the string. So it is expecting the string, but it found the integer. So each item should be a string. Previous example. All these are strings inside a list. That's why it worked here. But now these are numbers. Okay, so that is about the join operation. So we are done with the split, the join. If no question, let's take about this one more example. Let's say x equals to you have some space, and there is a Ravi and space, like this. Now see, this is a string. Inside this string, what happens? There are some spaces, then the actual data. After this, there are some spaces. If you want to remove the spaces, then x dot strip, strip, strip. Here the unwanted spaces can be removed. Not only spaces, you can take another example. Like you have like this. You have a star, like you have like this star. Then you have Ravi. Then you have star like this. It can be any number of. Here there can be a 2, 3. Here there can be 1,000, etc. If I want to remove all this star from this, then z.strip, strip off this star. I want to remove this. Strip. Okay, so this is how a strip function will work. In this strip, you have two types, L strip and a R strip. So s dot L strip, strip, strip of star. That means I want to remove only the left side, left part of the string. The left side, this part only removed, but this part it will not remove. That is L strip. The same way you have R strip. Only the right side will be removed, but not left side. If you want to remove both sides, then just a strip. So strip is nothing but just remove something, group of the sequence. But for example, let's say you have a string like this, R star and A something star, then this one, then star like this, then this one star. Now if you want to strip, that is not possible. Only in the beginning. In the beginning and in the ending. In that case only it will work, but in the middle part it will not work. If any data, now see here all the beginnings like this, ending like this. Now if you want to strip, then only you can do this. It's not about the stars part. Anything in the beginning or in the ending sequence that can be removed with the help of strip. Okay, that is another function. Now let's take, you have one more string. Let's take this string again back. Okay, so s equal to this one. Now I want to see wherever there are O, right? Here there is a O, 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 here there is a O. Now in places of O, I want to mention it as like M. Wherever there are O's, I want to replace them with M's. If you want to replace, then we have a function called s.replace. Replace. I want to replace O with M. So replace is an operation. This operation will be used to replace something. So with what you want to replace, where you want to replace, and what you want to replace. Then if you ask this operation, it will tell you, see, in place of O, M got replaced. O, M got replaced. O, M got replaced. But the point is that S will be never changed. All this operation, it can be a join, it can be a strip, it can be a split, etc. Everything, it will just show you the data like this. Okay. Yes. So these are about the strings operations. So these operations are the most frequently used operations. Apart from this, you have a lot of other operations. You can just give a try. All are simple. Title, if you want to do a split, a string, etc., starts with, you can check which letter the string is starting with, which letter the string is ending with. Okay. All those you can. Already we have covered a lot of things. The rest you can just try. If still you have a questions, you can discuss. You can let me know. We will discuss on that. Okay. So that's it, guys. So that's it from my end. So we are done with like all the types, like number we have discussed, strings we have discussed, list we are done, tuple we are done, dictionaries we are done, and sets we are done, along with the operations in each and every type. Anybody has any questions? Anybody has any questions?
No, sir.
No questions. Now let's do one thing. So what is this print?
No, sir.
What is this print?
It's a function, sir, to show the output.
Correct. So print is a predefined function. So why we call it as a predefined? Because this function has been already defined by the Python team. We are not creating. This function is already created. We are just using that function. Correct? In the same way, what is this input function? This is also one of the predefined function. So print function will be display something on the screen. Input function to take something from the screen. Now what is this type function? We have discussed about type also, right? So what is this type function?
To find the data types in each type.
Correct. So the type is also one of the predefined function. So this function will be used to know which type of data this variable is having. So similar to this, we have one more predefined function, that is len. Note this point, is most important function. So len is a function. Now what is this? This is one of the predefined function. Similar to print, similar to input, similar to type, len is also another predefined function. Now why this function is used and when we have to use it? So len function will be used if you want to know the length of the data. For example, I have a list. What is the list? 10, 20, 30, 4, 5, 7, 2, 3, 2, 4, anything you can take it. Then I have one more list here. Ravi something. I have like one more thing, T. Then I have one more 2, 1. Then one more I have a 7, like this, etc. etc. So now this is a list. Now inside this list, total how many items are there? Inside this list, total how many items are there? You got the question? Inside this list, total how many elements or data or items are there?
15, sir.
15. Simple, we have to count them, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there are total 15 items in the list. Okay. See, I am not talking about the index numbers. Index numbers, nothing but roll numbers. They are like address. So this address will start from 0. I am talking about total how many peoples are there. In a class, there can be n number of peoples. So total, I am asking the strength of the class. But this guy will be having a roll number 0. This guy will be having a roll number 1. That is different. I am not asking about the total how many roll numbers are there. I am asking total how many strength. What is in the class? Total how many? What is the strength of this one? Now we are able to count this one because there are 15. What if it is keep on increasing like this? It will be difficult, right? To keep on counting, keep on increasing, keep on counting from here to this one. For that, we have a, where is x, z? Okay. So let us take a one, a equals to, I have, let me copy this. So if you have a list like this, right? Now a is the list. If you want to know total how many items are there in this, then use a length. Length means what is the length of this list? Length of this means how many items are there inside this list. That is a length, right? So length means what? How much big it is. So if you know the total number, then you will get it. So there are 15 numbers. Okay, so this is how the length function will be used. The most, this will be, we will be using more frequently in the upcoming. Okay. Most useful function. Got it, right? Length function. Now the another point that we have to discuss is where we can use this. Now we are applying this length on list. That means it is not like only on list we can apply. You can apply on tuples also. You can apply on dictionary also. You can apply on set also. You can apply on strings also, but not on numbers. See, the simple to understand. Length. I want to know total how. See, there are a lot of items. General, right? There are a lot of items. I want to know how many items are there. In tuple also, we can be having a lot of items. In dictionary also, we can be having a lot of items. In set also, we can having a lot of items. In strings also, we can be having a lot of characters like this. But in numbers, it is only one number, right? Can be 1, 2, 3, 4, single number. 1, single number. 1 lakh, single number. So, wherever there are group of numbers, we discussed about the sequence, right? What do you mean by sequence? List is a sequence of data. Tuple is a sequence of data. That means more than one items you can have in one place. More than one item you can have in one place. More than one item you can have in one place. More than one character you can have in one place. On such type of data, you can apply a length. Okay. So now if you take S, how many characters out of there? How many characters are there in this yes? So what is the length of this yes? So you have to count like this. H is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. Like this, you have to count. So instead of this, you can give len of yes. 44 characters are there. Okay. So len is a one more function. Anybody has any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. So that's it, guys. Then